This adventure finds us in the company of Point, also known as Chuck, and Signal, also known as Wade. We rendezvoused earlier nearby in the town of Clinton, South Carolina, and had lunch. We found ourselves on a beautiful 55-degree day at a trailhead for the Buncombe horse trail. Now it's early afternoon, and we're getting ready to set off down the trail.
Yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're huge.
Way over there.
This trail can be made into a 10-mile loop if desired. It crosses streams and meanders through lots of pine and oak trees. While we could hike 10 miles, we figured we'd just hike until we don't want to hike anymore. The trail was rutted with the hooves of all the horses that had passed before us. At least it was soft ground. With plenty of sunlight left, we've got lots of time to stroll into the forest, find a great place to set up camp, relax, and maybe even have a campfire. We passed a few plaques that were put up by the Youth Conservation Corps. They've done a great job with putting in drainage for all the creeks as well as maintaining the bridge that we crossed. The direction we went, which was counterclockwise, went directly by the Brick House campground where we saw several camper trailers and people grilling out and enjoying the nice day. Some parts of the trail were still wet from the rains earlier in the week. Signal tried many times to walk around it and even blazing through the forest. At some point, he gave up and simply walked along the edges of the trail.
That's that video game in picture. 500?
It's heavy. Whatever it is, it's heavy. We got to practice with our camera the walk-by scene, as shown here, as well as the friends talking about something serious scene, as shown here. What was particularly pretty about the trail was the golden pine needles that littered the ground. Being in the mountains for so long, I really haven't seen much of this recently, and it was comforting in a reminds me of Florida kind of way to be back among the old pine. Soon, however, we'd get to the water crossings. Okay, Wade. So we just got to cross this little tree here. You ready?
Yeah. For real?
No. I think we're going to cross over here. Nope. Nope, not my sock. These are waterproof shoes, so I'm just gonna cross right here. There we go. No problem. There you go, perfect.
There you go.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. You got a waterproof shoe?
Yeah, no.
No? Oh, well, we can dry them out tonight on the flyer.
I got extra socks anyway.
Okay, cool.
I just go right there.
Okay, where's that?
Probably wet.
There you go, perfect. See how easy it is? Whoa! Now we just go to the left and find trail again. We'll be bushwhacking today. Fording streams. You like South Carolina? How easy can you get? You're not going to talk smack about South Carolina anymore, are you? How you doing, Chuck? Good. Are we on trail?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, to answer your question, we actually followed this stream. Since we crossed one stream largely successfully, we decided to shortcut trail a bit and cross another much smaller one.
It's a big stream to cross here. Woo! Around 4 p.m. we decided to find a place to camp for the night.
Getting cold?
We turned a corner and just below
cold?
the trail was a flat spot down by the
I'm
creek.
a little chilly.
It was a perfect place, and the timing meant we'd have plenty of time to relax, get our gear situated, cook dinner, and even make a campfire. Point set up his Sierra Designs flashlight tent, which he ended up finding out that is a little too small for a person of his height. And Chuck was using his very comfortable Warbonnet Blackbird hammock. With all the trees around us, it made me very jealous since I had planned on being a ground dweller tonight and brought along my 6 Moon Design lunar solo.
You ready to go to sleep, Wade? Yeah, you ready?
With camp set, it was time to build a fire. Point built us an amazing fire, so we settled in to make dinner.
So that was difficult the very first time trying to figure this out. It's not easy.
Origami.
Yeah, no kidding.
I went all out tonight, sparing no expense, and brought along a can of Hormel chili. Well, to be more accurate, Bobo brought in a can of Hormel chili. She carried it since I was carrying her sleeping bag for the night. Chili, Fritos, and ramen noodles. A meal fit for a king.
I'm going to put my tarp down just to limit the wind.
Right. You can smoke bees out, and then they put them in a daze. They won't do anything with it.
Well,
As the night waned on and the fire died down, so did we. We put out the fire, and each of us went to our shelters, climbed in our quilts or sleeping bags, and most of us even drifted off quickly to sleep. Point registered 24 degrees when he first woke up. When I checked my thermometer at 7:09 a.m., it was warming up to a nice 25 degrees. Frost was on almost everything, so we packed up as quickly as possible. But with cold hands, I took the time to make a hot tea. We had previously agreed that we would pack up and get moving so we could generate some heat, and eventually stop when we found a spot in the sun where we'd have breakfast. Why don't you tell me how your swimming experience was this morning?
Cold.
Cold?
Very, very cold.
Nice cold South Carolina water,
Yes, sir.
24 degrees in the morning,
Yes.
and you decided to let's go swimming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, we got one more crossing, so I'll pay you $20 if you jump in, okay? That is a sign of getting old, I think. Chuck made his morning coffee and ate his oatmeal, while I sipped my tea and just relaxed and soaked in the warmth of the sun, which finally crested the hill and shone down upon us. Bubba, what you doing? What you doing? With one last stream crossing,
like it's almost got
we
deeper
generally
since
stepped
yesterday.
around in an attempt to keep our feet dry. Yeah, and that one, that's the tricky one, huh?
Yeah.
So I went over and stepped on the end of that log,
Yeah, that's what was good.
but I don't want you to fall down. Ah, just a,
Not too bad there.
yep.
Some words, that's for sure.
There we go. We're across. And oh, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Go, go, go. From here, it was a nice stroll back through the pines and back to the muddy, horse-trodden pathways.
38. I was right. It happens every now and then. See, like a pole, a trekking pole right now would be great for you. Signal was even nice enough to stop and give Bobo a kiss. Huh. When back at the trailhead, we looked at the other side of the board and realized there was a map of the area. This is exactly what we had been looking for the day before, but couldn't find. We loaded up our gear and headed back into Clinton to find the first hamburger we could get our hands on.
Like Tim's brother